Testing, and welcome everyone who may be receiving this transmission to the I don't know what the hell I'm doing power hour, aka the stream. Whenever it does occur, which is a rarity such as right now. I think that's not an improper way of putting it, but especially considering that today, you know, if things go well, as in if things go well in this particular instance, I basically just mean if I don't suddenly spontaneously combust. Then I should be returning to a game that I started on stream. I don't even remember how long ago now, but I'm putting off repeatedly due to my repeated inability to keep a schedule. But well, let's see. Let's try and figure out what happens when we return to it. If I can get a thing to show up that I'm probably not gonna need, but that it would be nice to have open. There we go, in the background. It's the only way for me to really have any kind of acknowledgement of when the what do you call it? When something happens. This might turn out to be an unusually short stream as well, just because I'm starting this significantly after I thought I was going to, but... And I do have something that I need to do a little bit in a little while, in an unspecified amount of time, but not very long from now. But hey, the fact that I'm streaming at all should be a testament to, you know, the extraordinary nature of what's happening right now. I'm sure you'll agree, but anyway. Let's see if we can, you know, get the Wii U thing to start. I guess we're gonna start the thing. Oh yeah, because I'm starting this from the... powering this on from the controller, so I didn't even realize at first that it actually allows me to skip from having to go through the normal sort of start screen and get straight into the software itself, which I think it's gonna be doing now. There it goes. Also, reminds me that I need to change a few things here, like, you know, changing the other monitor so that I can actually see the game on my monitor. I think that'll do it. And also, you know, actually make the game audible from the computer, which I had turned off before because I was testing some stuff from the PlayStation. Namely the games that are apparently free to download right now, which are Nathan Drake Collection and... well, what a great way to start this. Nathan Drake Collection and also Journey, I believe. That's the other one. For some reason it won't allow me to claim those from, you know, the internet thing on my actual computer, even though apparently there are people who are able to do that. This is a little unusual. How come I'm not getting a video on my actual TV? Excuse me just a moment, please. Facing technical difficulties. Well, the fact that for some reason the HDMI in thing that goes into the back of the TV has an unusual proneness to just sort of go out and fall out would be why. Hold on, let me restart that real quick. There we go. Right, and go back into this game, which, as you may have picked up if you listened to the first part of this, I have no immediate recollection of what I was doing or was supposed to do. My guess is 50% either get straight into another plot mission or get straight into another affinity mission. Oh, hey, look, all of my squad tasks are complete. That's something that I clearly made any kind of contribution to. Alright, let's... apparently we are able to get some rewards based on division activity, even though we literally didn't do anything. Let's go Tensifier. I think we're never going to be able to get anything other than those two things, maybe. Or maybe if I get more into this in like the the end game or the post game or what have you, but first we need to actually get there. Well, let's see. I forget what's the current level. On average, it's around 20. Are we level 27? Because that's pretty close. Yeah, I guess we are close to like the 50% to the game's max level, if I understood that correctly. Let me see. I guess I can look around for a bit and try to figure out what the plot mission requirements are and what some of the other affiliate mission requirements are, because I don't remember what the deal is there. Okay, so we need to survey 25% of Oblivia, which yeah, we don't have that yet, or else it would let me do that now. Or complete the Close Combat's Affinity mission. Well, both of those, not or, and... Chapter 5... Okay, so we can... There's apparently a Affinity mission that we can get here. I don't know what this one's called, though. BFFs. I just realized it says it right there. Need to complete Chapter 5, and this takes us to Noctilum and to Oblivia, but... What I'm not sure about is... Could get right into that, or have what are their names both in our team right now? Yeah, we have Elmanlin. Also, we have I guess Gunner guy. I don't remember what his main thing is, but can't actually have him in the party. Yeah, with or not. We can have him in the party for this because there's no restriction. We could do this. You know what? Why not? Let's do this. This will at least give us some direction. Oh boy, cutscene time.
Mr. Mustache is here.
Right. Got a new mission for you.
Tatsu happy to take request under consideration. After dinner.
Quiet down, Turnip. The commander's here to talk important business. This doesn't have anything to do with you, okay?
Well, actually it does. In fact, Hash Brown here is the linchpin to this assignment.
A mission that relies on Tatsu? What's the job?
Basically, we want him to act as an emissary for us.
Commissary? Sound delicious! Tatsu accept!
He's not talking about food, dummy.
It means to represent us to some other group, to act as an ambassador on our behalf.
Aha! So friends choose Tatsu as most charming and attractive example of new LA residents.
Well, mostly it's because we need to talk with your mama.
Oh, this is just for the Nopon?
Hey, don't sell those little critters short. The Nopon would make a crucial strategic ally.
So I don't remember if it was established that the Nopon are supposed to be native to here or not, but... Because they're a powerful economic force, or because there's... I don't know, I think based on what our responses were in the rest of the game, this would probably fit better.
Exactly. They deal in materials from well outside our reach, and they trade with other races we don't. Not to mention their caravans bring in all kinds of news and info that we don't have access to here in NLA.
It's true, they're skilled merchants. I'm sure sooner or later we'll need their cooperation if we want to build a unified Mirran society.
That's right. We can use all the know-how they have from interacting with the different tribes to keep everyone together.
Tatsu got a bit lost at the end there, but understood parts about how great and awesome Nopon people are.
Right. Anyway, we'd be happy to host any Nopon inclined to move to New LA. And we'd like you to be the one to propose this new alliance. Understand?
Sounds like we're going to see Coco.
Yep, but that's just one stop on this little goodwill tour. I know you're already familiar with the Dodonga caravan over in Noctilum. Then I also need you to visit the Dorian caravan in Oblivia.
Got it!
Take them in whatever order you like. Chosan drafted a treaty for you to give the caravan leaders. See if you can't get them to sign on as allies. We're counting on you.
No problem for Tatsu.
Open the set of friendship treaty that welcomes him in New LA. Right. And the Dodonga Caravan Elder, unless this is like a sub thing. Let's see. I already know where that one is, and the Dorian Caravan Leader. I guess we'll do the other one first. So yeah, it's like one main objective with 2 sub-objectives. Oh boy, hold on. Camera going a little, what are you doing kind of thing there. Oh, there we are. We have something that we're supposed to be doing now. And, we don't collect Millennium when we're off the clock, so we don't have to worry about that right now. I don't know if there's anything at all that we do collect actually while we're not playing the game, now that I think about it. But yeah, one thing that I also vaguely remember is that apparently the thing to finally be able to get the skull should be somewhat within our reach at this point. Avoid textures, please. Gotta give it a minute. Hold on. Better not go anywhere until, yeah, things start to pop in. But I think I looked briefly into that before, and I couldn't quite figure out where they wanted me to go for that. I guess we can just do this, not necessarily while having to acknowledge that for the moment, but, well, I mean, hold on. If I look at the missions, these are the active missions. I guess that just means the ones that you have initiated or the ones that you have, oh hey, hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot about, no, I did find these, but what are the other things that we needed? Defeat Skich, the flashing of Primordia's North Point Cove, okay. We do know what we need to do to get the skill, but we never actually did the thing. Earn over 15,000 credits in a single return. I don't remember if I set that up before or not. I guess I'll wait. And because I don't know what my current... Well, I can check right now. Frontier Nav setup is... I think I might have set that up slightly before. I don't quite remember. Let's see. Let's look at Primordia. Which you can't see because it's all in the gamepad, but... I had a feeling that it would be better if I did, I think I did set that up, because I think it says the revenue total is 15,390 right now, so that should be enough. So that should trigger whenever we actually get a return on that, so it's just a matter of waiting. But for what we need to do right now, we need to go to Noctilum. Should probably just check that out. It's apparently the southern part of Noctilum, so part that in theory shouldn't be that complicated to get to. Let's see here. And yeah, predictably there's plenty of places where you can warp, and that are close to there. We could go to the old Dragon Tail tree, or we could go to FN Site 221. I'm going to assume that the latter is probably a better idea for traversing the terrain easier, just because it's further up north, which is farther from the entrance. Hey, Game Troll 123. Welcome in. How are you? I am quite fine this morning/afternoon. How about yourself? I'm going back into this game in spite of the fact that it'll probably take a while for me to get reacclimated to it. Now, if I recall, these things here are like monsters and they're gonna come to life, yep. Even though I'm like, I think more than 10 levels higher than them at this point. If I am reading the thing correctly. But I don't even remember like what class I'm using right now, hold on. From behind boost damage, from behind boost damage. Can I get behind this boy? I don't know. Probably gonna be fighting really clunkily for a while just because of me being away from this game for some time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that with my current class, whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it's more melee focused than anything. What are we fighting? We're fighting this guy? Okay. Did not realize one more had woken up. Well, probably a good idea since he's not quite as under-leveled as I remember him being, but I do see that Lao is a little under-leveled compared to like the core party members. Guess we'll go with this. From this side, okay. I do remember that the purple symbol means that it's like a weakening attack. sabotage, maybe. But yeah, let me take a quick moment to try to remember what my actual setup for fighting is right now. My class is Wind Viper. And my arts are... what does this do? Violent Streak. Damage and boost TP with criticals, so... I have 3 arts that consume TP apparently, which I remember not being necessarily ideal, but I mean... I don't know, would I have anything of the stuff that I have open right now that I would want to replace that with? I don't know. What about this? So why do I have this one? Damage in ranged combos. That's another melee attack though, that's the thing, isn't it? Because, like, needing more melee attacks is a pretty common thing from what I remember. This is your first time on the boss game? On this game? Yeah, it is. It's, and I'm learning, and I have learned from what I have streamed of this so far, which is pretty much my entire playtime of it, which... well, which nothing. There's no witch there. But from all of that, I pretty much learned that my perception of the combat is not that different from the first Xenoblade, which is not really following the depth of the combat as much as you would imagine. I don't know, would I rather have this or would I rather have the other one? Cast 10,000. This is about range combos, but I don't think I've quite figured out what the range combo actually implies. These are both for the guns, right? Yes, I probably already had to put them together. Well, I welcome you to... well, thanks.
I don't think they'll let us walk away.
Guess I'm gonna kill this big turtle boy just because, you know. Okay, so for that one it should be 4 on the side. I need to remember this. This one doesn't have a placement bonus. I'm pretty sure I should be attacking primarily with the melee stuff for this class. Seems like that's what most of the arts are focused on. Not possible right now, but alright. Ooh, but yeah, I feel like from what I've seen, they do give a lot of options as far as how you want to, I don't know, develop the combat in this, but I feel like that to fully explore all of them, I would need to spend a lot more time grinding. That's not necessarily what I end up doing when I play, or at least, like I've been saying, I should probably like spend a little bit of time grinding off stream so I can, you know, get a better feel for some of the different combat types and maybe develop some of the other class trees, but I haven't actually done that yet. But I mean, pretty much everything that I've done in this that's actually plot related has been not really too much determined looking for. Something that makes me think skill ceiling, or like you need to have a definitely better understanding of everything related to combat to actually be able to get past this. So pretty much the same as with the first Xenoblade, where it's if you just rely on like normal, you know, level up and get stronger kind of grinding, then you can coast through the well, most of the plot parts without too much trouble. But if you want to do stuff like beat all the super bosses, then you do need to know what you're doing, which I didn't, so I didn't actually manage to do that, but maybe I will when when the Switch version comes out. 'Cause I'm definitely gonna be replaying that when that's the case. It's not gonna be very far from now, from what I remember. It's like in a month. Do have a Discord server dedicated to Xenoblade if you want to try it out. Hold on. Let me figure out where I'm going first of all. At least try to figure that out, but... I'm assuming that's for, what do you call it, for the multiplayer component that this has, which I have a very superficial understanding of that at this point. Oh boy. There's lots of monsters in here that just kind of aggro on proximity even if I'm considerably higher level, which is a little surprising. This is the entrance to the cave. I'm pretty sure we have to come in the cave. That's where one of the Nopon caravans is. Once you get the post-game and face in-game tyrants, it'll take a lot of skill and practice to kill them. Yeah, that's kind of what I started to kind of get an idea of with, see these guys, they're supposed to aggro or, yeah, on proximity, and they're the same level as the other guys and they don't care. Because I guess the level threshold is too far, but I don't know, I guess the ones that are like camouflaged will always aggro, is that the logic there? I'm guessing. But yeah, it seemed to me like that some parts of this game are a bit like Monster Hunter, where you do need to coordinate, have the best chance that you can. Not much like Monster Hunter, I get the feeling I won't actually be able to figure most of the deeper parts of the combat by myself, that's the thing.
Oh, Datapon! Datapon!
Datapon bring dinner? Datapon have presents?
Hold on, little Pon. Calm down. Tatsu is not Datapon. Tatsu is Big Brother Pon.
Aww.
Why do Little Pon forget every time? And where is Mama Pon?
Mama Pon gone fishing. Mama Pon left 3 days ago, but Mama Pon's still gone.
Big Brother Pon bring dinner? Big Brother Pon bring fishy?
Wait, Little Pon say Mama Pon is gone 3 days? Who goes fishing for 3 days? This happened with Mama Pon before?
No, never. This first time.
Oh no!
Friends, Tatsu must hurry and find Mama Pon!
Oh man. Let's see what we get up to now. Search for Coco near Noctilum's Cascade Isle, which is... where? A little bit farther north. Yeah, a little bit farther north, so I'm probably gonna end up warping there. Where's in this cave, though? Just hanging out near the caravan. Let's splatter. Sure, why not? Let's get some cheap shots in, because... why wouldn't I? Oh boy. What does this do again? Target self grants critical power, but it should still be enough to like fulfill that soul voice thing. I mean, if it's technically not a directed boost, but a self boost. Too late. Alright, let's see. Go to FN site 216, which is apparently quite close to wherever it is we go. Ooh. Hey, Gamer Troll. Thanks for that follow. Welcome in. Even though I've been talking to you. I do want to cook Tatsu every time I see him. Yeah, I don't know. Tatsu, I feel, is one of those characters that you look at him and you go... and this kind of makes me wish that Riki was back. at least so far. I don't know. Don't remember at which point I feel like there must have been a point at which when I was playing the first Xenoblade, I thought, hey, Ricky's not actually that bad. He's actually at least kind of competent, but I think I do feel some confidence when I say that hasn't happened with Tatsu in this game. It probably helps that you can actually, you know, have Ricky in your party and he actually does things and he... Oh, damn it. Oh, that's death if I don't get away. Which I suppose I might have, so... Oh, what? Oh, did I just get the thing for, yeah, for earning 15,000 credits in Mango. I think I did set that up, like, very clunkily. Oh, I died. Even though I don't know where the thing is that... Even though the thing that I was running away from is all the way back there. Oh, yeah, I don't think my teammates are gonna do anything, so... I guess we're just returning. Alright, well, it gave us like 9,000 Moranium if you didn't get more of that from previous thing. Right. Okay. I guess we'll try not to go too close to any of the stuff that's quite evidently a camouflaged monster, because I get the feeling that the ones up here are gonna be like that. To keep going that way, I believe, or well, not that way. The arrow shows where you have to go, but what if we're gonna be getting there this way? Might as well go with it. Might as well go with the, you know, the auto run thing, because that is an option that I have. Cruise control. Not quite sure what I'm looking at here, but maybe I'll be able to get the one missing tower probe thingy that I'm missing in this region of the map. I don't know. First one to find out. Yeah, I'm guessing that we're gonna have to climb that thing, maybe, possibly, to get to where we're going. There's apparently level 9 monsters here, so... Let's see, if I stand right here, and if I face where I need to go. It's apparently that way. Okay, hold on, let me turn off the auto run. So maybe climb up this way and then go the other way. Oh, there we go. Shows it right there. Didn't even need to climb up here, technically it's down on a beach. How come I never came up here before? Hold on. If I keep going in this direction before we actually get to our objective, now there's another probe site, and here's Doc, or Dak. One of those recruitable human party members, I think, which I have yet to make any use of. There we go. Let's install the data probe, which is since it's only level 1 mechanical. And because I didn't want to come across any data probe sites that I couldn't install, that's the first skill that I maxed out. Right, now we can go and avoid some of the poison, well, to wade through some of the poison swamp things. Which no longer make a punching sound when you step in them, like in the first Xenoblade, but same effect. I don't remember if like all the poison swamps in the first Xenoblade were like proportional damage to your max health, or if they were a fixed damage. I want to say it was the former, but can't quite remember. Oh boy.
Fishy was for Little Pond, not big and dumb and ugly beastie. Now Coco feed them you instead. Coco show Beastie what angry Mama Pond capable of.
Wait!
Tatsu!
Tatsu not let anyone mess with Mama Pond. Any who try will face wrath of Tatsu's reliable friends.
And there it is.
Yep, saw that coming.
I mean, there's no denial.
I don't think they'll let us walk away.
Nigel Cakus, alright. Alright. Well, apparently somebody else did that already. Guess I'm just gonna hang back here and stay on the backside of this monster the entire time. It seems like the right way to do it. What does this actually do again? Grants critical power. I'll lead yourself. Okay, so this is like an AoE thing. Alright. Oh boy, it's toppled. There we go. Now that actually, if the fact that it was toppled made that attack stronger, but up too late. There we go, even though I get a very good feeling that, like, for a lot of other monsters of that sort of level range, that would have been maybe a little bit more complicated. Because that's around the level that I am right now, not very far off, at least. Hello. I am here.
Mama Pond!
Tatsu! Thank you. Friend saved life of Coco.
Mama Pond, what happened to Big Fish for Little Pond?
Ah, yes. Well, it became snack for ugly critter friends just pounded.
Oh, what will Little Pond eat?
Why, ugly critter, of course. Now be good Tatsu and help Mama Pond carry it home.
Not sure nothing to mess with, or matter how tasty the indigen looks. You know what, why not?
That's... wow, yeah. Never cooked one of those before. But either way, you're trying it before me.
Tatsu, didn't Commander Vandam have something for you to
I don't know why Elma like that.
Tatsu almost completely forget. Mama Pond, Mustache Man and rest of ULA have requested for Dodonga Caravan. They want Mama Pond to sign treaty brought by emissary.
Meaty bought by cemetery?
He's referring to an agreement that our city and your caravan will become allies, Coco.
Oh ho! Well then, sound lovely!
Then Mama Pond need to sign treaty.
Okay, Coco has signed.
Alrighty then.
City and Dodonga Caravan best of friends.
How nice that they actually rendered that.
We appreciate your cooperation.
Alrighty then. I guess we better take care of the other half of this.
Next up, Dorian Caravan. Time to get treaty finished.
Alright. Because I'm pretty sure they said the other one's in Oblivia. Which is where we need to, I think we need to do the thing where we... hold on a second. Explore a certain percentage of that to... yeah, 25% of Oblivia to unlock the next part of the next plot mission. And so far apparently we've surveyed 13% of Oblivia, so... where in Oblivia do we need to go for this? Let me see. Just let me take a quick look around here to see if there's like any more blue shinies, and apparently there aren't, and there's just a bunch of low-level enemies here, so... time to look in Oblivia, I guess. Wait, yep, it's quite a bit farther in Oblivia than we've ever been, apparently. It's actually making me question how easy it's gonna be to get there at the moment, but we'll go to a warp location that looks like it's about in the middle, and I guess keep moving east. I remember these falls. Yeah, I don't think we've ever been very much farther than this. Ancient Progan, that's like 10 levels above us, so probably not. I don't think, you know, that I'm thinking about it, I don't think in Xenoblade 1, when I was going through that, I ever really bothered to fight anything that was very much farther up, higher than my level range, except in like a couple of very specific occasions. Once when I was trying to like collect materials for the... and it was all very late game too, because it was once when I was trying to collect materials for like the alternative Monados that you can build. And the other time was when I was trying out the super bosses, which I only succeeded at one of those. I'll let you guess which. And let's see, I'm not even sure if I'm going the right way here, but apparently I might be. I can't remember jumping up these rocks before. There's kind of a... would you call this a step? I don't even know what a step is, but step seems like the right word to describe this, even though it's probably wrong. I can certainly tell you that it's not a plane just because I know what the word plane means. I'm sure I don't want to get detected by that guy, but... pretty sure I also don't want to get close to these things that are obviously camouflaged monsters and wake them up. Like, I don't even remember. I think one of the last plot-related things we did was go, like, fight the shadow corrupted monsters in one place, and I want to say that that was somewhere here in Oblivia, but I can't quite remember. Also, apparently, yeah, we're standing right on top of a pro thing, which apparently we're not, because it's actually all the way up there, so how would we get up there? Maybe go this way first, and I don't know, try to find a way around Alexander Ridge. And this looks like a way to get up. So we just kind of step up here and try not to aggro any of the giant enemies that are up here, and instead just try to go all the way around the edge. Hope that puts me somewhere nice. And by somewhere nice I mean somewhere I can unlock some kind of shortcut. Hello, what is this? It's not quite what I was asking for, but I'll take it. Hopefully. Mechanical 4, which I do have. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can keep going around here, so it sure makes me curious as to how I can get up to like the ridges that I was looking at before. Maybe there is a way. Maybe I can cheese it somehow, is basically what I'm trying to convey with that. I'm pretty sure that was not a cheese, but it's like, how can I get up to where those blue-looking trees are, I wonder? The answer is probably not what I'm doing right now. Or through what I'm doing right now, I guess. So let's see, if I were to be farther off in that direction, I would be farther off to the southeast. Oh boy. Now the weather's changing, which, if I recall, sometimes in that area that kind of implies that might get hit with some Undesirable effects. I don't know if that's gonna happen here. Well, there's Zelda, but yeah, we're refraining from actually creating any of those just yet. What indeed? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, not what I was hoping for either, considering. Let's see if we can actually outrun this thing, or at least put enough matter between it and us that it just gives up. Or just make it worse, I don't know. It doesn't seem to be chasing us anymore. There we are. I do remember it coming up closer to where like these giant metal rings are. I don't know if like coming this way is gonna help me to get to the high ground that I was looking at before. Maybe it will. What happens if you go all the way back here and then circle around and end up in this weird valley entrance? I do see some of those blue trees. So maybe we do have to come this way to get up there. Oh shoot. Wait, we're supposed to like hunt some of those for squad tasks thing, which I had not even realized had reset. Caicus, Orvis, well thank goodness that they don't actually aggro on sight or in proximity or anything. Petramand and Vendorous Galder. Thank goodness they just don't care that we're here. Otherwise, this could actually be a problem. Well, that could be a problem there, Fearsome Victus, but doesn't look like there's terribly many of those around here, at least. What I would really like right now would be to, you know, get to, yeah, where that thing is, the probe site, so I can actually create a shortcut here. Let's see how easy or needlessly complicated that's going to be together. Event site 315. Oh, it's over there. It's 45, whatever it is, so let's not go over there. Let's try to get up here. And let's not go all the way around as we're probably meant to, but just kind of cheese our way up, because why would we be the type for taking risks, you know? Okay, level 2 archaeological. Not a big threshold. Okay, so now that we found that, is that gonna help us continue to go northeast? Apparently the answer might be yes, because we are technically farther up northeast. I think this is the farthest northeast point that we found as far as actually being able to unlock the probe sites and get more off the map. What's down this giant mine shaft that's just dug into the mountains? What the heck have we found here? Hold on. There's something here that we can salvage, apparently. I can find it. This? Mechanical level 5, so this is like a... They said the prone have taken over or something, because that box looks kind of familiar in that sense, and so does this stuff. Yeah, this looks like, hey, it's alien supplies. I'm guessing that if we keep looking into like the environs of this place, we're gonna find some of those boys. What's all this stuff? Scorpion, Fleeting Baboon, Octasuka, more Octasuka. Apparently not much of anything else. Just that stuff, which reminds me, wasn't one of our tasks to like collect optional collectibles for the scale thing? Collect 3 big flea squashes in Oblivia. Yeah, I don't know where I would find those, but apparently I'm guessing that those are gonna be, you know, some of those blue shinies. So guess we better collect as many of those as we can get our eyes on, as far as we're, or as long as we're here. And not that I don't already do that to begin with. Yeah, I guess we better keep exploring the traversable route that's out here, because let's see if we, yeah, if we face this way, which is further ahead from where we came in, then it does take us physically closer to our objective. Oh no, it's Valerian the Iron Cleaver, which is level 48. That's unfortunate. I think we're gonna be... Okay, this is a dead end actually. But it really matters because, you know, we can just respawn back at the probe site that we just unlocked, but apparently that was a dead end, that's not actually where we have to go. We're not fighting Valerian the Iron Cleaver. I hope it's not able to do something like that and actually hit us, because that's gonna be death. She basically already is, but I don't know, maybe it stopped chasing us. Yeah, it did. Ooh, but we almost ran right into the fearsome Ictus, which would be, you know, the hope spot there. Yeah, we got away from the big boy, but we got killed by the not as big a boy. Okay, so my guess this isn't actually how we get to the top right of the map. Based on what I've just witnessed there. Oh, let me like change the map display a little bit here. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. But if it's not that way, then maybe we just follow along the river, and I'm overcomplicating things. That might be it, actually. Well, we need to follow along the river, but not just do that, but also like find a way to get to the top of the waterfall. So even if we end up like doubling back a little bit here, falling down again, and then try to like go headlong into the waterfall, there's not actually gonna be a way for me to... Hold on, what's down here? It's just like little... Yeah, it's just a little pit that... It's an unfortunate feature of the terrain, but at least it's not like those pits in the... what's it called? In that late game area in Dark Souls 1... Lost Isolith. Or there's actually some parts of the terrain that... can cause you to get stuck, and then you're just kind of screwed, because the only way to get out of there is to either die or, I don't know, teleport away with like a homeward bone. But yeah, I'm guessing, well, at least this current doesn't seem to slow you down nearly as much as like the Magna Falls in the first Xenoblade, but I think there's not actually going to be anything behind the waterfall at this elevation, at least. I know I've been missing some of these blue shinies and been making it terribly clear how that's unacceptable at the moment because of, you know, the skill test thing. Need to collect every single one of these. Not the ones over there though, at least not yet. Only after I've established that, no, I can't, like, there's no way to proceed if we just go headlong here. It's a myth. And then I've already got a couple of alternative routes thought of, like I said. But first let's do the full horizontal traverse and check out the salvage point here, whatever that might be. Maybe we'll be able to get it, maybe not. Looks like it might be biology, so maybe not. Yeah, biological 3. Which apparently we can't. We just can't. Oh no, it's a Thunder Duogill, which is around our level, so it might not be completely hopeless if we do get engaged by that thing, but it would be hopeless if we do get engaged in the water, because I'm pretty sure we can't attack in the water. I think I just heard something like a chimpanzee's cry, and I don't know if that came from the game or from outside my window somehow. That was special. Alright, let me see. Since I think we pretty much established that, yeah, going directly at the waterfall isn't actually gonna work. I think what I'll do now is, I don't know, look at one of two. I think I'll probably check out the lower route here, if I go here, which is, I don't know, it says Barbaric Desert. Sort of try to follow along the river, going east and then north from here, if I can identify the river. Apparently it's this way, past the giant lepises. Would the plural of lepics be lepises? That's a question. And I guess you'll have to ask the localization team for this game, because I'm pretty sure this is one of those games, we've talked about this before, that change like the names of everything from the Japanese. Are those forfixes? Suids, those are pigs. See, I remembered a few things. I know that the suids are pigs, and I know that the forfixes are... oh Christ. Is that one even looking this way? Well, let's try to fight this thing, even though it's like a few levels above us. What's the worst that could happen? Alright, I can actually do that now. Yeah, look at this sitting duck. Oh, did we get aggroed by other ones, or... oh, not sure what happened there with the sudden stagger. Oh, for fuck's sake, right. Too late. Would like to, you know, get it to come closer to the shore so that we don't actually aggro more of these pigs, but... guess we'll have to deal with this. Oh, okay, we managed to actually... get one of the body parts. Oh, there we are. Actually managed to do that. I don't know why I thought that was going to be more of a problem than it was.
That's true on any planet.
What, did Elma level up, or did the other guy? I guess it was Elma, yeah, she's level 27 now. I don't really want to fight more of these guys, but I guess I will. I mean, I shouldn't just turn away from everything. Which is kind of what I've been doing, mostly because I guess I feel a little less reluctant to fight things when they're actually, you know, around my, I don't know, level appropriate range. Like they actually seem like the tier of thing that I should be fighting. Oh boy, alright, maybe we will. Maybe we'll be too far away to actually do that effectively, which seems more likely. Alright. Guess we'll use the AoE attack, even though... hey, we did manage to get some attacks off on that dude somehow, even though he was all the way over there. Right, I'll do the weakening move and then do this. Hopefully that's a good sequence. Oh Christ. Too late for melee attacks unless you want this one. Well, maybe I could have done that one, but nope, not anymore. And there we go. I was able to actually respond to melee attacks whole voice for once. For some reason that seems like such an uncommon event at this point. I shouldn't be doubling back to collect these things just now, but Well, you know, I can't help myself, just like, you know, I can't help myself with certain other things like Picross games, which I bought like 5 of today on the Switch because they were on sale. Which, to be fair, I am a sucker for the Nintendo Picross games. I see another pro site over there. I don't know if that's one that I've already know. I think that is one that I have already unlocked because I'm seeing it on the map here. Oh, hello. There's fucking prawn along with the pigs back here. Sure, we'll take him on. What's the worst that could happen? I'm probably gonna get to take on the Purger first, just because the pig is gonna be... gonna be harder. In just a minute when this thing's actually fully charged up. Okay, there we go. Your prawn is dead. I could use this. Yeah, let's go with upper hand. I think upper hand is better for like attack buffs anyway, more than defense buffs. So I should be a lot less resident in actually using that. Ooh. Right, can we get it away from the wall, or is that gonna be tall order, I wonder? So I would like to be behind him, but apparently it's not gonna happen. Alright, at least get kinda behind the dude now. I would like to, but... okay, there we go. Finally, he's away from the wall. Why don't we go ahead and keep it that way? Ooh. I thought it was gonna count as a backstrike, I guess it didn't. Fuck. Oh. Right, apparently there's another pro that was just hiding. What is this guy even looking like? Well, he doesn't look like the other prawn, he looks like a freaking Metal Gear villain. I guess... okay, that's actually all my in the back. I thought there was yet another prawn gun guy that had somehow popped out. But I guess not. Oh boy. Why are we coming this way? Because we're trying to, like, follow the river, that's right. And apparently there's a salvage point somewhere beyond, somewhere on the other side of this thing, but I guess we're not able to get to it from here. Hold on. Maybe if we, like, cheese the terrain a little bit and do this. Yeah, it's guarded. I guess that shouldn't be too much of a problem, to be fair, so if we just go around and try to get the jump on them. Hello, prone Purger. Are you all on your own back here? Why did I fail that? Oh, I failed the initial thing, but I guess not the other one. Are your friends gonna be attacking us, or do they not care that we're here yet? I could use an aura, or I could just, you know, keep using these. Or I could just use normal as auto attacks. Okay, you just use upper hand. Oh well, whatever. Can make a difference. Alright, mechanical level 3. Crude. I guess we're gonna take care of these guys too, because why not? It's free XP, I guess. Dang it. One day I'm gonna get that. Are we only engaging this one? Does the other one not care that we're here yet? Oh, I think I accidentally attacked that or triggered that too early. Of course, much of a difference that made. Right, this time I'm gonna get it. I got it. Alright. Not sure why that was necessary, but... And there we are. Yeah, but let's see. Is it still? Yeah, it is still a river, so... Guess we try to keep following this thing and go all the way to keep going east and then north from here. Let's see where that puts us. Because I'm not sure where else we're even gonna have to go to get to, you know, to fill up the survey rate for this place. Beat Etrigan. I don't know. I feel kind of tempted to try and pick a fight with this guy, but oh, let's do it here. Let's see. You know, if we can get to it to attack us on land. There we go. I would like to start it with a melee attack, but oh, faded out just before the actual triggering of the melee attack. I guess we'll do pew pew resonance for now. Well, I guess we're gonna be breaking some parts independently of what else happens. Oh, time to get all the way over there so we can actually strike again. I don't know if there's any other body parts that we should be targeting. What's this do again? Critical power and starts HP on melee attacks. Okay, there is another body part somewhere. It's like this big dorsal fin, but Tanlaw died, but oh well. Guess that's not very surprising. Probably not too surprising considering that apparently he was the only one that was focused as a target during that whole fight. Balance Rock base camp, which I guess we hadn't actually discovered yet. So we could go, keep going like to the south here, and Balance Rock itself, I guess is this. I guess I can see why they call it that. That looks like a camouflaged monster. Which is why I'm not going any closer than I did. Let's see. So yeah, if there's like a couple more things, a couple more probe sites in the southeast, I could probably go and discover those based on what I'm seeing here. I probably should, just because, you know, there's I do need to raise my survey rate for this thing, so well, there's one of them apparently right there but in sight. There's also some level 36 monsters there, so let's try to do this the smart way, south coast. Which is social distancing. It's quite timely, you see. There we go, if it's site 317, which shouldn't be any problems with installing, and when we do that it puts us at 17.82%, so I think it's gonna take a little more doing to actually fill that out. Oh boy. I'm guessing that if we go over there to that like little cluster of islands, that's where the next side is. Based on what I'm seeing here. Oh, hello. S6L, 8XL. And yeah, this is a blind run pretty much. Blind run minus the very, very scant things regarding how this game works that I had at my disposal to extrapolate from the first Xenoblade, which I also played on stream. But welcome in. And yeah, here we go. This reminds me a little bit of like the Eventide Island thing in Breath of the Wild, but like I've said multiple times when exploring the terrain for this game, you know, Breath of the Wild is ain't. I am fairly tempted to like try and go see what's over there, but you know what, let's at least say that we looked. It's not quite like the land bridge that goes all the way to Silverland, but I wonder if we can even get up there, or if it's like a big plateau. Just sheer walls. We could fight some of these forfixes. They are around our level range. Very well might. Maybe this guy seems to be pretty low as far as the monsters in this area. Now let's see where this puts us. Alright. Well, I would if we had good placement for it, which apparently I didn't in time. Oh, all for that. Now, for some reason I don't... Oh, blinked, sorry, but for some reason I don't quite remember it. Forfixes being this jumpy and counter... I guess counter-y for if you want to do placement-based attacks and bonuses. Well, I'll try. I don't know if I'm gonna be... Nope, I wasn't able to hold it up before Lao did, I guess. Ooh. That kind of failed even though I did it at the last moment. I'd like to imagine that at least counted as being a backstrike, because I initiated while I was still facing the back, but of course that didn't. Ooh, class rank up, hard acquired. What could this new art be? Let's see. It should show up here. Killing machine, that might be it. Boosts melee accuracy and boosts melee attack and boost potential. And it's got a TP just 1000. Well, they all do, apparently, all the TP-based moves. Is that the only thing? Apparently it is. I mean, early bird or critical power tier, critical chance and boosting evasion. So it's either boosting having like a bit of a rounded boost, or having this, which seems a lot more offense focused. I guess we'll go with this. Seems to, I guess that they put it there because it's probably a bit more fitting for this class. Well, we could fight a few more of these big crab boys, but I don't know if I really want to right now. Guess what I will do if nothing else though is Recluse Talus. Okay, it looks like he's ready to pick a fight, so maybe we'll end up fighting him. This boy here. I guess there's no real easy way to like climb up this thing. Might be something good up there, but heck if I know what that would be. Maybe end up doing that for the plot or something, but... Or for some kind of other mission, but for now... I guess we can go all the way around again and fight one of those... one of the other monsters that is in the Vortex, which I've already forgotten what they're called. Apparently all the squad tasks are complete except for killing the Tyrant Vendor Scholar. Which probably won't get done in 6 minutes 4 times, but, you know. Yeah, I don't know what the front of this thing is. I guess it's not this part, though, or it would have spotted us by now. Alright, I'm actually in a good position to do that right now. No, for once. Oh, I don't know if we want to do this. Maybe that will attract the other one, but maybe not. Well, it's too late for that. It took too long to get that full sentence out, so I didn't end up making a difference. There we go, we broke something. We can target the other pincer next. Oh, Tona gets stolen at the last moment by the other dude. And then again. Sure, we'll do this again, even though it's not really ideal. Maybe it is, I don't know if... like, what's better for breaking the body parts. Maybe using the guns more actually does make a difference for the body parts, anyway. Oh, we did manage to get 2 more of these probe sites here. I kind of got sidetracked in doing that. Hold on, let's go back to site 317 and see if we can like keep moving north from there. Let's see where that puts us. I'm surprised that none of these things have popped out and tried to pick a fight with us, but... Oh, this just goes out to the ocean. Hold on. Oh, there's a 360 Grex there. That's probably gonna be bad news if we get any closer to that guy, but... I guess these things aren't actually alive, or they would have popped out by now. Maybe we need to double back a little bit like inland to keep following the river. In the way that the map seems to suggest. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. That was my bad. I like realized that at the last possible moment. So let's not actually stay near this big cliff face. Let's go back to the west a little bit. And yeah, well, there's another one. I can actually see that one. And I can no longer see the map because I'm being chased, so it would seem okay. Here we go. Okay, so we can go this way. I guess we will continue going this way to see if we can't get closer to the northeast. And try to avoid more of those friggin' turtles. Oh boy, there's a big monkey man coming. Diogenes is the Covetous, who nonetheless looks like he might actually be appropriately leveled for us, but we need to avoid him regardless, which is kind of surprising. Oh Christ. Well, that had to happen eventually. I just was not expecting it that particular time. Now what? Can I just wake up some more that I wasn't even close to, I wonder? Or whatever the case, I guess we managed to get away, and it does look like we Sad guy. I wanna try targeting the giant, but it won't let me. Reason. Recluse at Secular, yeah, but who's the giant that they're on? Climati the Chilling Wind, alright. At least we're able to see that and perceive that. Who's that over there? An itinerant Saltat. Oh, the Saltats are like the birds. Horns on their heads. Should try beating some of them up, because I don't think we've fought the ones that are over here yet. Oh, there we go, with Insight 318. All done and all acquired, and let's beat up one of these boys just to do it. Alright, how did you start? So this isn't in its ideal state, but we're about to hit an all-time low. Alright, we're gonna keep shooting with the AoE attack. Weather. Oh, is that what the trigger is for that? Apparently there's some kind of negative weather effect that's actually causing that soul voice to trigger.
Wish I was this strong when I needed to be.
Oh, there we go, he leveled up. We got 1 level finally. Hold on, I need to not be in the menu so I can pick these up. Don't know what a good thing to do would be, honestly, to like power level the under level the party members. But it looks like we have managed to go a little bit further up as far as exploration. East Ivra Ravine. What's a level 54 enemy that I was in sight? That's nice. So is this. I didn't want to do that, right? Just trying to like eat my way through here without aggroing anything. Because I will be killed if I get consistently struck, so I'd like to avoid that, but I'd also like to be able to get up close to whatever this is, but I had the feeling that was going to happen. That might actually be death.
One more shot.
Oh no, I'd rather not do this at all, but apparently my wishes were not to be considered there. Right, let's not go that way this time. Let's try to pursue a different route, see if that's an option. Let's try going a little bit further west and then try to bend towards the north again. Maybe past the Chilling Wind there. Maybe even take out some of these bacchanal Scerbos. Just to say that we did. What? What do you mean they're coming to us? That guy couldn't have aggroed. He wasn't facing us. It was something else for sure, because... well, whatever. Guess I better just accept that. Alright. I don't know if this is gonna attract anything that I rather wouldn't, but... so I'll play along with the soul voice. I would like to wait for this to charge up before I do it, but there we go. Ooh, look at that, the big boy is doubling back. I'd like to, but I need to scroll over to this attack again. know if I want to use this right now. I guess I did anyway. There we go, we broke the big ball sack. I don't know if that really makes a difference, but
Nice work.
I guess we got it as some material. And yeah, I guess we're gonna be following this guy, just to see what's on the other side of this passageway. I don't think he's gonna aggro on sight or proximity, you see. It's not what the purple symbol means. It looks like he has friends who would aggro on sight or proximity, but I don't think they care. They're too high up. Well, he had managed to make it significantly higher up towards the northeast, but it looks like that caravan we're supposed to get to is still like way up to the north. But I guess we went the right way, because we got more like Greg's enemies here that are actually not insanely over-leveled for us right now. Let's see what's in here. Looks like it could be a cave. West Era Ravine, so okay, maybe this way we can go back with these. Uncanny Vesper. Sure, what's the worst that could happen? There we go, this one's tackled. Ooh, I don't know what I'm targeting, but okay. Boy, apparently our weak boy is the one being targeted, so he's probably gonna die. Not that it really matters. Pretty sure he gets the experience regardless. Yeah, he could be asking us for healing, and I'm pretty sure that... yeah, at least we would be able to do this. Oh, the weather. What weather? I mean... what's the weather effect right now? Just something to do with the wind icon? Final. Alright, I guess we broke all the body parts. It's kinda hard to even see the dude that we're attacking, but... but there we are. Tout Leather and Vesper Hairclip. Got props from at least one of those guys, even though we pretty sure we destroyed all the body parts of both. But we could go this way. Or does this go like back down a little bit to the west and the south? Oh no. And apparently some of the enemies here will aggro on sight. Some of the falling crabs. What is that? Sheldon the Dentally Challenged. What if we don't actually fight the rest of these guys? What if we just run away instead and look at the Gale Orvis that just showed up? I guess because it's daytime now. Where's that big boy? Feliciano the All-Seeing, who is level 70, which is past the level cap. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just keep going this way and, I don't know, try to make a beeline for the next pro site. which is apparently mostly dead north of here. That's a statement that makes sense, right? Mostly dead north, even though dead north is supposed to be a sort of an absolute indicator with no ambiguity. That shows you how great my diction skills are, but... Victory Rock. Under Rex. Okay. Should kill at least one of these boys, I guess, just to get our quota of like normal fights in for at least one of the monsters, or one from each of the monsters in this area. I would like to, but first I will, wait for it to fill up. Whose TP now did it matter, since we have full TP right now, which I am not using. Ooh, where'd he go? I see a Tigrex.
My forte, but if you insist. Let's go.
Alright. One vivid sleeve left. Oh. And a Whip Scorpion. I still don't. I get the feeling I still haven't collected any of the things. The what should we call it? The oh, that's unfortunate. The things that I'm supposed to collect for the skill license thing.
Damn weather. Somebody fix this.
I get the feeling that hasn't exactly been something that we've been able to do quite yet, but let's see if we can step away from this fight sometime within the next 10 years. Lake Basil, peaceful. Answer is apparently no. Don't know if this thing can follow us into the water or not, but okay, I guess it can't, but it will still attempt to, well, maybe it can. Oh no, there we go, it gave up. Apparently went right past the previous probe site. Yeah, I see it now, it's right there. We'll take a step back so we can, hopefully without triggering any of these friggin' level 42 aggro on site fuckers that are on the way. And see if we can at least unlock that probe site without anything like just jumping down on top of us, giving us no chance whatsoever to respond or try to avoid it. That wasn't very cash money of it, you know. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Starting survey. Oh, there we go. Yeah, because pretty sure that's one probe that put us above 20%. We're now at 21. 0.44%, which is still 3.56% lower than we need to be to actually be able to continue the plot. But apparently we're almost to this other caravan that we're supposed to find. I don't know how we found out that this existed when we clearly haven't surveyed this region clearly well enough. Nearly well enough, I mean. But I guess free information is free information, as one might say, if we were so inclined. I might say that right now. I might not. I might have already done so, making this dilemma a non-point, but might also be en route to killing some of these creatures here, just to say that I did. Let's take a look at this first. Is this mechanical? It is indeed. It's level 4, which we have. And we got segment recon complete. Let's see what Brother Potamus has to say about all this. Alright, there's your cover fire, even though every time I see that, I feel reluctant. There we go. Staggered, which should make it top level, but now isn't the best time for that. There we go, now it's doubled. So it's got like 3 different unbreakable body parts, it looks like. Only managed to get 2 of them this time. I only managed to get 1 item from that body pelt. And apparently we're right next to this camp that we're supposed to get. I guess it's right over there. Guess we'll come here first. Oh man, plenty of people to talk to here. Dorian Caravan. Salute. I don't know if that's the French salute or the Romanian salute. Watch out for Heatwave. He will make melee attacks be super useless like Cold Noodle. What else did it say though? Will he say it again, or do I need to put a lot more distance?
Hey, listen.
Price for information, 100,000 credits, so... I guess we made it to the hub at last.
Oi! What this? Who this? Who are you? Tatsu is Tatsu. Tatsu is friend of humans and comes as emissary with important treaty. You come here as secretary? To do what?
Fool! Tatsu clearly say emissary.
Are you the leader of this caravan?
Oi, yes! Mujiji is dashing and handsome head honcho of Dorian Caravan.
Mujiji Hancho, mustache man from New LA, want Dorian Caravan to sign treaty. Treaty will form allegiance between Caravan and City.
A firm grievance? Caravan do something wrong?
No, allegiance. It just means Mujiji and New LA humans become friends.
Oi! Mujiji know what allegiance are. Mujiji not stupid.
So, do you think maybe you could sign it?
That depend on show of goodwill from friends of Tatsu.
Goodwill?
Oi! Friends want to form brotherhood with Dorian Caravan? Then Mujiji need contract fee first.
Fee? How much Mujiji want?
Mujiji settle for this much.
Seriously? That much?
I'm not seeing 30,000 credits, but... expect no less from a race of merchants, but... I guess we could just say that.
They view everything in terms of the bottom line. Say what you will, but at least they're honest about it.
Friends understand. This make everything easier. If Mujiji totally honest, this actually amazing bargain for caravan friendship.
Tatsu have no choice. Mujiji wait here. Tatsu and friends bring cash to purchase friendship.
Oi! Act now while supply lasts.
So we're actually gonna have to buy that, which shouldn't be a problem. I mean, how much money do we have right now? We have maxed out Millennium, which means we should probably interact in that, but we have, yeah, we have more than 1 million. We're nearly 1.5 billion. So that's not really a problem at this point. What is this? Sure be nice to visit floating island in the southern sky. There are likely treasure everywhere. I'm talking about the island that we've already looked at in the bottom right of the map. Guess there's something good there, not that we would know what that is. Let's see. What about you, Mogu?
So hungry.
Giant ring in Oblivia. Used to be lots of native peoples around here besides us, just nothing. Apparently that ring was part of a big weapon that one native people used to try and destroy other native people. There must have been a scary place back then. Look like gotta go nut. Hole in center that gives jitters and makes Snoppon run around in circles. Interesting. Well, actually, hold on. What else can you see? A family and everything else behind to seek out ultimate and legendary cuisine with Mojiji. But once Ganglion show up, business called to standstill, and will start to go hungry. Will you go to kill over and join the stars? How will Magu find legendary cuisine? Well, legendary fluff shroom. Guess we know about that now. What about this guy? The Manon in Oblivia. Was friend the one who saved the Manon and brought them back to New LA? We will have merchant contacts all over Mira. Friend of Stray Mimaru will be the first to know, so behave. Oh no, work. Could that be about? Lately prone make business very difficult. No more safe ways to get good to market. Likes to keep up appearances, wonder lets on how bad things really are. Well, apparently we're not going to be able to get any more of that. That isn't from this guy directly, so... So let's see, we do have the money. If it actually comes down to that. Give or refuse? What if we refuse? Guessing this might actually be better in the long run. Oh, stops it from happening.
Friends bring contract fee?
Alright, sure, whatever.
Yes! Payday!
Whole caravan get loopy on pollen orbs tonight. All the fluff shrooms we can eat.
Joining Mujiji Caravan was best idea ever. Oi! Mujiji said so, right? Yes. Good work, friends. Mujiji happy to sign treaty now. All signed.
Yay! We bought friendship.
Yeah, there you go. Just like in Les Mis.
Caravan and Big City are brothers. If Caravan in trouble, friends make sure to come to help.
So there we go. We managed to buy diplomacy.
That complete crucial and important mission. Now we report back to Mustache Man.
Well, what else can you tell me now? Nobun Caravan's take name of founder. Dorian is still a great leader, took lots of guts to venture into Wasteland and start business here. Way braver than an old elder Nan who only want to hide like one baby in Human City. Well, now want Moomin and Mogugu and Mibiru to become personal aides of her dead body of Mujiji. Well, what else can you say? That friendship treaty is in place, just say word if anything is needed. Friend wants help taking out indigents. Friend is looking for allies in war against Ganglion. Not, oh no, are strong enough to make short work of threats, but also not want to steal thunder of friends. Right, I wonder if these two say anything different now or not. Okay, I guess not. At least not for that one.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen, I just realized that. Well, this is a Nintendo console after all. But yes, since I did just notice that, well, since we're gonna have to go back to New LA anyway, and since I did just notice that the Millennium thing is at the cab right now, we should find hopefully at least one more of these probe sites, so we can put that in the full thing, and then go back to New LA so we can spend the Millennium and probably turn in the mission. Don't know where the next probe site is gonna be though. Supposedly it should be in a sector that has one right now. I guess I'll keep moving north. Okay, there we go. It takes a while for the friggin' beacon to actually show up, but apparently in a shore with Lake Delos, and is that what the other thing is that's in front of us? Yeah, Lake Delos. I think it's like a crocodile kind of thing. Might end up having to fight it. Or that thing back there. But I would like to activate the probe first, you know, just in case. Can't just avoid all these things, and Christ. Well, this one has seen us, which is the one right next to the probe, fittingly enough. Let's go ahead and do a beating, which is what we're planning to anyway. Well, as much as I would like to. Apparently I lost my balance. Well, I wasn't shooting to begin with, but... Oh, there we go. And Chrome Candela and Glossy Soldat fan, but more importantly we should be able to help. It's in a really awkward position compared to a lot of the other ones, but... Alright, there we go, new probe installed. And we already killed one of the... I guess we can try to kill one of the crocodile-looking guys down there, just to see if we can. Nickel Fatsu or what? Did I just try with another... Yeah, that flying thing, I guess. Ooh. Right, I guess we're doing that in spite of the fact that we've toppled it. Or maybe because we've toppled it. Ooh. I don't know how I lost my balance, but I'd have to do one of those healing auras for once. It seems. Ooh. Two of those in a row, and they were both at terrible speeds. Yeah, that'll help heal. Well, time for me to heal myself, I guess. Apparently I need to. And apparently I'm dead. Unless those two can somehow go ahead and kill this thing in less than 30 seconds. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Looks like they sure aren't going to be able to res me though, because they don't have enough don't have enough tension. I don't know, they might be able to kill that thing if we're very lucky, but they got only 6 seconds to go. Oh, it would have to be Lynn by herself now, but... Did she do it? Well, she did do it at the last possible moment too, what do you know? The AI continued to underperform, but at least it wasn't enough to make a terrible difference yet. What are we supposed to find for the... Hold on. We could go back immediately, or we could try going a little bit farther west or east, because we're apparently in between two other potential probe sites that we can discover, but I get the feeling that the one on the west isn't actually going to be in this elevation, so... Beak flea squash, right, so we found one of the 3 things that we have to find in this region for the skill test thing. Ooh. I think we will actually take a moment and go back to the city so we can do the thing. Let's go to the Armory Alley first and spend our Armoranium there. And then we will actually go and turn in the mission. The affinity quest. I think that's supposed to be an affinity quest, I don't even know. I'm pretty sure like the other ordinary stuff doesn't have that icon and isn't restricted to like one place where you can accept it. Let's get this one too. Let's try to get this one as close to next level as possible, which this is not going to be enough for, but well, we're getting ever closer. And we are entering the Blade Barracks. Well, soon, actually we're now able to, well maybe we're now able to accept the next plot mission if we want. So let's just turn this in. And hope that the textures actually load in, well.
Nice work, Elma. I knew you.
Oh man.
Mustache Man forgetting someone else?
Sounds like the kind of music that might get flagged, I don't know.
Yes! That's a glory!
We can expect even more dealings with the Nopon caravans now.
More Nopon coming to New LA? Tatsu is excited!
Maybe I'll go the other way and try life in one of the caravans. Tatsu's little brothers and sisters are super cute.
Lily dumped Tatsu for younger and cuter model already?
Alright. Not sure what that really accomplished, but... oh, an open commerce guild, I guess, that opens this up. Arms manufacturing outfit, boring name, I know, but I bet the stuff they sell is anything but... well, I just spent all my Maranium on a different AM, so... don't think that'll hit. Okay, so we can start now. Survey to 25% of Oblivion, complete close combats, which we have, so we could just initiate this, or we could like look at a different mission. I'm guessing that it's probably a good idea for me to just initiate that for the time being. I get a feeling that if I want to eventually do all the affinity missions in this, I'm definitely gonna have to spend some time grinding out just to raise affinity with the characters. Well, let's see. Yeah, we have the start icon on the gamepad, which means that we are able to, you know, initiate the next plot mission now. Let's see. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do that right now. Not like I'd be able to think of anything better to do at the moment being anyway, unless... okay, there is one theoretical thing that I might actually want to you know, attend to first, and that's... well, a couple of things. That, I don't know, maybe potentially unlocking more stuff in Oblivia, more probe sites in Oblivia that are within our reach, but also do the things that we need to do for the skill test, which should show up here. Yeah, skill licensing. Curators, like what else do we have even? New orders, that's the plot thing, I'm guessing. And, you know, the rest of this stuff, but one thing at a time, I guess. Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of stuff at kind of side stuff that we could take care of, but focus on the skill thing for now. Feed Shatskich, the Flash in Primordius North Point Cove, or Cove. Also gathered 3 big flea squashes in Oblivia, which, well, let me see. Were I to try and... figure out how to do that. I would have to go around Lake Basil in the northeastern part of Oblivia, maybe, or the Devil's Colony and Beachside Trove in the south, according to the wiki. Hold on, let me see. If I look at the map of Primordia, where is the North Point Cove? Safe. Have I been there? Yeah, I've been there. I think that might actually be kind of close to where you start the game, if I recall. Let's see, you can actually fast travel directly to North Point Cove, which I wasn't really expecting. Or necessarily expecting, I guess. So there's someone that sometimes shows up here that's like a mini-boss tyrant that we're supposed to defeat for the test, the skill test. I wonder what exactly, like what part exactly of this place it's supposed to show up in, and if there's like any kind of special conditions for it to show up. Guess we could beat up one of these Coral Forfexes to prepare for that. Oh dang it, oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that does work. Kind of. Okay, so we don't actually get to a full melee attack yet. He just keeps rotating, jumping back and forth so it can keep him facing me. Oh, there we go. Toppled while it was facing away. That was actually quite well timed. That means that we'll have like good placement to keep doing damage to it, and for an extended period of time. Oh, we killed one of the pincers. We broke one of the pincers, rather. Okay, and that's... I'm not looking at a different... Yeah, no, I'm not looking at a different pro thing that I haven't discovered yet. I have definitely discovered that one. I don't know how the survey rate for Primordia is only 36% when I, like, almost completely mapped it out, but... I get the feeling that there's whatever we're supposed to kill here is only gonna show up under certain circumstances. It's not that dude all the way at the distance, is it? Sure, that doesn't even count as being in this area. Oh, now there it is. Shatskich the Flash. Well, I would like to engage with that guy, but we're gonna have to get closer to the shore to actually do that. Open fire if you can, because, Jesus. Can't actually do anything until it decides to come here. Alright. Maybe we can at least, you know, aggro it now. There we go. Oh, it's still not exactly, what you'd call a great position, but I guess it works. Ooh, close in. There we go. This is count as being in the back, now this is the front. I'd like to, but... Is it now the back? No, okay, this part is the back. I can't really do anything to heal with my current class. As I would like to, but where is it? Oh, it moved all the way over there. That's actually good, let's keep it over there. There we go. See, there's another part of it we can target. Apparently sucks, it's like a flying narwhal, pretty much. Whale narwhal mix. Guess I better actually make use of an aura this time. Ooh, okay. Well, I would like to, but there we go. This thing is big enough that, well, it went all the way over there, so I don't know that it's actually going to be able to... We're actually going to be able to hit it that well. Ooh. This is going pretty smoothly, all things considered, especially seeing that we have, you know, the weak sauce guy in our party right now. Hold on. Well, this thing does, you know, those seems to do damage sometimes. I guess maybe it's a little bit more prone to that when it's actually, you know, got lowered health. Right, let's quickly move over there, please. Try not to let it blindside us again with going far away. This is your chance to topple if you want to do that. I bet we're gonna do that. Hey, there we go. I can't believe we were actually able to take down a designated target monster that wasn't just a normal-ass guy. But now all we need to do is gather more materials, which I guess we should go ahead and do now, because it's literally the only thing that's missing from our little checklist of stuff we need to do to get the scouts. Let's see. So if we go to Oblivion, we go to this place up in the north. Change the display a little bit. I think I'm looking at the right place. It's in the borders of this lake way up in the top right. That's called Lake Basil. Let's see. Which is where the Dorian Caravan is. Let's actually teleport to the Dorian Caravan and see if I can find a thing that's on like the northeast of the lake. There's apparently another potential mission based on the minimap there that I can pick up right on the caravan itself. But we already started coming this way, so let's see. Let's grab all the blue shinies that are on the lake itself. And see if we can't get to like anything else that's on the borders of the lake, or if we're gonna have to like change our elevation to get to this next probe. From what I'm seeing on the map here, there should be, I don't know, something on the border of the lake right around here. I don't know if it's supposed to be higher up or what, because I'm not seeing it yet, but... apparently there should be something right over here that's like a little extension of the lake. Maybe it's not actually water at all that is, but doesn't look like there's any way to keep going in that direction from this level. Maybe if you like go all the way up north, and we have to look around the lake for whatever it is we're looking for, I think. I don't know if it's within the water itself or it's supposed to be within the borders. According to some sources, it might be in the water itself. I guess I can just obsessively hang out around the lake for a while and pick up every blue shiny that spawns around here, but apparently even that will not be that great of a guarantee simultaneously. I was just trying to make our way to the shore right now, the North Shore, while, you know, actually picking up as many of these things as we can, but still following pretty clear routes. Just to see what happens when we do make it up there, or over there. Up there and over there are both applicable, I guess. In this particular case, just because being in the water means that we're at the lowest point, I guess. Getting plenty of these cos beans, but not a single one of the things that we're supposed to get. Maybe we picked one of those up on that island that has the probe site on it anyway. Is that thing? No, or the Shadowcaster. Looks like some kind of robot stingray that flies. There does seem to be the same kind of pool of items that we're getting from the shinies up here, so I'm guessing that it's not very far off. Wait, what? Right, apparently I'm disconnected from the server. It's becoming more and more like Nier Automata. I don't know why it got disconnected. But yeah, I'm guessing that at this point it's going to, the only way to go back on there. What, like Nier Automata is to, I don't remember if it works like that in Nier Automata, but the actual reliable way to get back online, if that happens, is to go back to the title screen and just load into your file again. Which reminds me, let's go ahead and save, actually. Because we haven't done that in a while. I don't remember if this, like, autosaves you, like, I don't know what Hunter does after certain things, or if you have to do it manually or else you lose everything. But yeah, that was just like a little didn't do the salvage point up there, so I actually don't know how you get up to the probe site. But I do know that apparently this is where you need to roam if you want to have the best possible chance at grabbing the items that you need to grab for the thing I got. Okay, we managed to... Oh, that was one of them. I just need to find one more. I'm guessing it looks like these enemies somehow aggro during the day, but not at night.
I don't think they'll let us walk away.
Oh, Christ. And yeah, we do need to... So when did you start existing? There wasn't anyone in that on top of this rock when I was getting closer.
Thanks for the advice. When I hit,
Oh,
hard.
maybe not. Alright, we can actually do that with full charge now. It's better than nothing. Being attacked by more than one attack? No, yes we are. Why? How? Oh, whatever. I don't think that'll actually make a difference, but it's still annoying. Maybe it will make a difference, which will be even more annoying. Let's go ahead and raise our attack, I guess. Need to get this to move a little bit faster. Okay, now we're attacking this boy over here. Okay. Honestly, I'm taking way less damage from this, like, collective encounter than I was expecting. Now what are we targeting? Apparently a dude that's all the way over there. I don't know how he got aggro on us, but...
Appreciate it.
Alright, this is me using an aura. I don't think that we really need that healing aura right now, but... Whoa. Alright, here goes recover fire. And there we have it.
Okay. Gonna have to drop by later and see.
Sure how... Still not sure how that, that whole sequence of aggros happened with those guys, but I guess we're gonna conveniently ignore that. And just carry on going this way, which... The whole reason we were going this way in the first place was because this is where we're supposed to find the last ingredient for the skill thing, and I have no idea where exactly we're gonna find that, but this looks like exactly the kind of thing that they would put in the middle of camouflaged enemies as a trap. I hate it, but... Did another one of them wake up or what? Oh, is this back? Okay, well now it's back. Sure again. I don't know how you need some heals against, one dude, but... Sure, why not? I don't know how you died against one dude, but... Sure, why not? Hey, my class ranked up. A new skill acquired. Still probably not gonna actually end up changing any of my skills as opposed to my arts, but... I don't know. Maybe I should just spend all of my battle points on leveling up my skills rather than my arts, but no. The way that they did the battle points in this makes me really, really reluctant to use them. Sort of thing. Fuck. Sure, why not? It's annoying, but I'll just attack the main body now. Sure you can. I can't really do that right now. Ooh, I guess I do this again. Yeah, sure you are. Come on. It's a matter of figuring out why the hell everyone's taking so much damage. It's better the fact that this thing really doesn't seem like it's doing that much damage.
Wish I was this strong when I needed to be.
Hey, look, that guy's getting levels, so we're getting something out of this. Are we getting levels though? Well, I guess I did at some point, but not even just class ranks even. Even though my class rank is actually getting kind of high. I don't know what class I'm probably gonna switch to after this, but... Okay, no, fuck this. I'm done with these guys. For me to run the fuck away into the water, I guess, and just assume that's gonna be enough to get them to stop. Apparently, I am right in that regard. Please do tell you what, Ron. There we go. What I want right now is to just grab one more of those things, one more of those, what do you call them? One more of them there, whatever it is we have to pick up to finish the scale test. Beak fleece or what have you. They should be around here somewhere. I don't know where. But somewhere. Oh, hello. Okay, ocean purgavent, at least you're not something that's gonna aggro on sight, so I am okay with your existence. How many cost beans have I gotten? That's not what I'm after. Or the ultra filters. I've gotten a bunch of those, but not what I'm actually looking for. I mean, to make these particular items such a pain, I gotta wonder. Now we got things biting at the air, but... on any minute now. It won't be a Caspian, it won't be an ultra filter, it'll be the thing... oh, there we go, that I'm actually supposed to find. We received the certificate for completing the exam. Well, what does this mean now? Because that does mean that we've gotten all the proficiency stuff complete, doesn't it? Which means that we should be eligible now. I will look into that in the menu as soon as I've managed to... Ferdinand the Fortuitous. I'm a pig, a Swede, it probably is. Maybe it's an Ovis like these things. Can we examine this? Yes, we can. Well, we're finding new things on the map too, so... we'll apparently get something in like the sector right to the south of this one. What is there? An indigen nest, which we need a biological level 4 for. I don't think we have that, so... well, we are getting very close to the middle of being halfway to Blade level 7 at least, but... if we check now the skill license... Dr. Walter, in the hangar in the administrative district, we've actually gotten all the stuff that we needed for that, so... guess we're gonna go do that right now. Restricted hangar entrance. I think restricted hangar entrance is still just, still up on the higher level. I think I need to go to the lower level to actually get to the skill hangar in this place, but I guess we'll find out together. Or not, hold on. No, I guess I did warp to the right place at least. Yeah, there was another, there was another thing we were supposed to look at in the camp in Oblivia, but we'll go back to that in probably just a second. Oh, here we are. Yeah, we did all the things. Your certifications from the 8 proficiency exams sure do. Conferred on successful candidates as they pass each stage of the test. Those who pass all 8 stages bring their certificates to Walter to get their license. Yep. Ready for the final exam. It's a simple verbal quiz. We had you run missions for each of the 8 divisions, and there's a reason for that. Care to guess what it might be? Nope. It's better to understand the role each mission plays within Blade, or hazing you. Well, you can joke, sure. Apparently Land likes that, believe me. He's put me through plenty, but it wasn't just spite that motivated this call. These missions have given you a feel for each division's particular flavor. Hopefully that's given you a few ideas of how you can put a skill to use. There aren't exactly enough skills to go around all of the divisions. Sometimes situations arise where people have to cross division lines and cooperate. Important that everyone knows how the other divisions work. Makes sense, sure. Whatever. And you are now clear to own and operate a skill. Also get to share some good news. Looks like you're being given a free skill. Compliments of Vandam. It's parked in the hangar in the back. Oh boy. Sure. Must expect big things from you. It's a rare day a rookie pilot gets issued a skill free of charge. So we have a free mech now, I guess. I don't know where the hangar in the back is, but... I guess it's about to be pointed out to us here. Maybe now we'll be able to do some more exploration. Also, I might unfortunately have to stop this sooner than expected, but... Alright, I kinda missed all of that because I got interrupted right as I was going on, but let's see. Obtain your skill license and also learn more about each division in the process. I guess we did. Now let's look at this. Welcome to the club. Before you hop into the cockpit, you need to register your skill. Once that's out of the way, your craft will be sent to the skill garage. Inside the... something else is loading as we're... just this hand thing is up. Craft will be sent to the skill garage inside the barracks. Remember to register whenever you want to use any skill. Stabilization center, barracks hangar, skill garage, register skill. I mean, we're in it now, aren't we? Yeah, I guess so. We got skill fuel, 7650 units. We got vehicle mode, reset cameras. Well, let's see. We can jump, which makes us jump really high. If we go into vehicle mode, this happens. Oh boy.
I just wanna take this opportunity to say RWR.
Alright, RWR. Thanks for the 26th month resub, Redbur. And welcome in, I suppose. If you weren't already here, kind of not sure, but you know, all those good things that you're supposed to say when that happens, which are enjoy your double channel points, enjoy your bob, enjoy your there's one more thing that I always forget. I will say 2 and then forget the third one. What was it? Enjoy your double channel points, enjoy your bobs, enjoy your no ads, I think is what you're supposed to say, even though it's kind of a redundant thing in my case, but let's not go into that. Oh boy. Let's instead appreciate how I'm apparently completely bad at keeping this mech in a place that isn't just falling off into the abyss. I'm guessing that the reason that they put all of these things here isn't just so that you, the player in the normal player mode, can get back up. It's so that you can also get the robot back up. Because I don't think that... I actually don't know how it works, but... I guess now we know that if the scale falls down into the water, that doesn't mean that it's lost. It just means that you need to find a way to get it to get out of the water, as you normally would. But we actually just take this over to the barracks. I wonder if we can just bring it over there. I'm guessing that now that we have this, we can also... wait, I guess we need to interact with this. We can also use this to actually fight, you know, the big monsters out in the field, but not coming out actually. Okay, there we go, use the elevator. Maybe we could have used this to, you know, actually be able to more easily take down one of the big monsters out in the field, but I suppose that was not to be. I don't know, can we actually get into the barracks with, while we're inside this thing? Maybe not through this entrance. Does this count as a different entrance back here? Well, we need to take it to like one of the different hangars that isn't actually connected to the barracks, or time. I sure do wonder. Doesn't look like this, or it does look like there's a few things that we can't actually interact with so long as we're in this thing. Do we jump up here and then... oh goodness, I don't know. See, it doesn't look like we have the option to get into the barracks right now while we're driving the thing, but if we get out and actually get inside, it would maybe give me a different thing to do. After I'm there. Not here. guess, but I mean, this is the part that has the skills, right? Yeah, that's the one that I just got there. So it's there. I don't know if there's anything else we can do with it right now. If there's some kind of terminal in here or something that we can interact with. What's this? Caution. That's nothing, I guess. Doesn't look like there's anything back here. Or in any of these knocks that are still unoccupied. Or up here even, so... Not sure what the deal is. Maybe we have to do something not here, but like... in the customization thing that's up here. I don't know, the hangar. Maybe. That's apparently the one that we just got. US 0220 Urban whatever that is. You can register this to a Blade operative, which it already is, so... There we go. It was already registered to us, but... It just changed gear, but I don't think we can actually change any of this, can we? No, maybe we can, apparently. Stuff that we can put on it that we somehow already have, even though we don't have any... I don't know when we got this stuff. I don't think we ever went shopping for, like, scale parts before. Or, like, got any of that as drops from the... from the enemies or whatnot. It's probably one that will raise the force up to 6,000, whatever that means. Back only. I'm not sure what that means. Apparently there's 8 of the circle things back here that we can fill out. Spare weapons. For this one we don't have anything. It says equipped weapon. Apparently we have no equipped weapons, but we can put in some spare weapons. Well, no equipped weapons except for this. These. P-cannon, laser gun, and BB sword. I guess we can equip that. I wonder what the difference that will make. Arak. Accuracy 3, I guess, and then attack 3. I guess we'll take this one in. And what about these spare weapons? Apparently it is the same range for both of these in this case. I guess we'll put this one in. And then... what the other one? What is this, like the art set? Looking like an arts menu down there. Or either of these. 89 melee accuracy, evasion, or more melee accuracy. Well, this is the same one, is it? It's melee accuracy 4 and evasion 4, but it's the same otherwise. So it can either be beam saber. I guess we'll go with beam saber just because it looks neater. And for this. Back only, so we can only equip this one if we don't equip the other one, I guess. That's what I'm reading here. So I guess we will equip this one and leave that. If the fuel deals beam damage, what's the fuel like? The tension, maybe? I don't know how we would... I don't know anything about how this works, but maybe I should read about that in the manual now that I've... What are we gonna customize this to? Oh dude, we can customize this right from the beginning. I don't think I'm gonna be doing that right now though. Let's just, what color scheme? I didn't change anything. I'm not gonna sell that either, because it's what I have right now. I don't know how difficult it would be to get another one, but probably wouldn't be too big of a deal with the way that we've seen money flow in this game, but try to play it smart anyway, and we do have some uranium, I guess. Well, I'm actually not sure. How would we... Do we need to like start here and take that skull with us to wherever it is we go from here, because it's here right now. I guess maybe just spawns here specifically once you leave, or maybe we need to maybe there's some other way to like summon it to wherever you are. Oh, here we go. Nopan Commerce Guild, started by the enterprising Nopan. Most of the weapons are thermal weapons that have been tuned to deliver greater magazine capacity. There's apparently another 3 weapons manufacturers that we haven't even discovered yet, but we can get these 2 to the next level at least. Level 3, probably will leave them there after that. $80,000, $100,000, $120,000, and this one's probably going to be even worse, but I don't know about this one. It's at 12,000 right now, which is relatively low. I don't know how we got, or what we got for getting him to list the 2nd level, but it's certainly something we've done. Like, hold on a second, let me do a save first. And then the manual. Sure. I just want to consult a couple of things. Let's see here. Skills, management and gear. Skills, battle. Hold on. So this talks about skills, but what about the anything else? I don't know. But to progress through the game, blah blah blah. Press Y, press L. Scouts will damage small enemies simply by touching them. Will be transported with you when using fast travel. There you go. And then select return to skill to instantly go back to your skill. Look at it in the garage. Characters can ride a skill only after completing registration for that specific skill, so you can't just interchange them. Use Moranium to refuel the selected skill. Apparently you do that with Moranium. Okay, so I should probably increase my cap for that. Try to. Change the name, the colors, the selected skill or its gear. Frame level. Skill insurance cannot be replenished. Boy. Some defense from all equipped armor, maximum amount of fuel is the fuel, yeah. Skills with a high frame level can handle more powerful weapons. Light type. Mid type or heavy type. Attack weapon. Arts weapon. Can equip a total of 8 arts weapons, which I guess is what we were doing before. And armor. Probably figure this out too. After you obtain a... Okay, I was wondering about this. After you obtain a skill flight module, which I guess we don't have yet. Skill fuel will gradually recover when there is nobody riding it. Wait. So you can recover fuel with Moranium, but it also recovers when it's not being used. So, okay, so it's not as vital to keep a stock of Moranium as it could be. You can bind enemies. Oh boy. Cockpit time. May randomly occur when your skill uses an art, so it's not... Okay, so it's not like overdrive. We extended randomly, it says, but after seeing how the regular overdrive apparently works, I'm not entirely convinced of that. Cover skills, HP, and fuel by using certain consumable items. Individual parts will be destroyed after taking too much damage. Each frame HP drops to 0. You can use a salvage ticket to repair your skill, or pay a fee, which is apparently very high, so don't let that happen. What about the salvage ticket? Where is this taking me? Divisogram boost, division rewards, salvage tickets, intensifier, or... Well, so far we've got intensifiers only, but I guess maybe now the rest of these will be available. Or the personal patch. Well, I guess that answers some of my questions. So, I don't know, I guess why don't we mess around with the skill a little bit and then probably call it. So we can go into vehicle mode. Let's see if we can actually get a better feel for this. So this thing can't go in any direction other than forward from what I'm seeing here. Oh boy, did we just get locked in here by this guy just fucking deciding to dock in after us? That's not very nice. Alright, I guess we'll warp out of here then. Let's warp to the east gate. That should technically... Not that... There is an east gate, right? Heck if I know. Right, let's not go for the east gate, let's go to FN Site 116, which apparently is the thing that's actually selectable from the Primordia map. Let's see what happens when we run to Agrex with this. Apparently the answer is nothing. I guess it's not small enough to... Like, what happens if we try to beat up a young Rex with this? Salt or rod? Oh boy, well, can't really do anything with because the rest of my teammates are just doing normal fight stuff. Oh boy. Oh, you got a different song when you do that with a skill. You're actually fighting in the skill. I think my fuel did go down slightly, but I don't know if it was from looking around or from fighting. I'm guessing it was from fighting. It does look like I might be able to get a few more places that I wasn't able to before with now that I have the skill. Roof Rock Base Camp. But let me see.
How is this even remotely fair?
I don't know, how is this even remotely fair? How are we fighting here? Copper Sinigula. This might not even be remotely fair. Well, let me remind myself of the beam damage enemies ahead. What else? Mechanoids, single enemy, bound targets absorb fuel. Oh boy, whooped. That was a chance for me to bind there, but I totally ignored it. Right, we'll I guess we'll bind. I don't know, was that the binding? Not quite sure what that was about, but I'll wait for whatchamacallit, a prompt to bind. Actually, I have to keep my eyes open for that. Oh, nice. Oh boy. Hey, hello. Thank you for the follow. And also hello, Refold, who I did not notice was in here because I'm very distracted right now. Okay, so I guess that thing where you get a bunch of little cutie prompts in a row is the binding. So that actually works. How it actually works. Yeah, apparently I can't actually pick any of these skill arts when this is going on, I just have to do the quick time events. I mean, it looks like, now that I'm taking a closer look, it does look like, whatchamacallit, like, the fuel is like slowly but continuously going down when you're fighting in the skill, but it does seem to be going down very, very slowly, which is probably for a good reason. I'm actually not entirely convinced that this is any faster than this would be going if we weren't in the skill, but and it only lasted long enough to get to my favorite part of the theme. Oh boy, yeah. I suppose that'll happen. Oh, I guess if you fail then it just stops the binding, so... Binding is good both for... I don't know, getting some of the things, the, what you call it, the arts that actually take advantage of the binding and you know, giving the rest of your teammates a chance to do some damage without any retaliation. Ooh. So I don't know, maybe if we... If we do better at the quick time events, then we'll actually get a more of bound time, who knows. I sure don't. The timing for some of those does seem a little weird to me. It's kind of weird how... Yeah, I'm doing damage with like the auto attacks, right? Because it doesn't even seem like that's the case half the time. That's how we did it. We killed a big boy with our big mech. He was like, well, he wasn't that low level actually. He was like level 20, which is probably at least adequate range for you know, our level right now, considering it's supposed to be an actual giant enemy. Oh man. Thanks Twitch for logging me out without me knowing second half of Black Tar. Boy, what the theme was called. Will admit that even though there's a few, you know, my time with this game has led me to identify a few themes as like, yeah, that's definitely this and that's definitely that, like the freaking NLA theme Shigai. Like the other half is stuff that I vaguely heard of because there's a forum of music nerds that I'm in that really likes the soundtrack for this game, even though none of them have actually played it, and I know because of that same reason that the other half of the soundtrack is like just a bunch of random numbers and letters. That's basically what each of the tracks is called. Like, I could look into that right now. And I'm pretty sure I would come up with something. Do I not have a... No, I guess I don't have a thing open right now. Hold on. VGMDB. Xenoblade X. If you look at disc 2, for instance, you can listen to such tracks as C5M20I12R04A28, or the one right after it, which is C10B2R0I1EC2F0I9N1G3. Or the one right after it, which is called Uncontrollable, or the one right after it, which is, well, you get the idea. And then... I barely know which of these names refer to what, but... Isn't this called a mirror theme or something? The one that's playing right now, heck if I know. But yeah, apparently Black Tar is at the top of disc 2, so I should have looked at that first. Oh goodness, but... I guess we can fuck around a little bit more. I'm just gonna have to leave in a little bit, like I said, but... Let me see if I can at least, identify some place out here in Primordia that I might not have been able to reach with normal means. Let's go here. Let's go to Talon Rock, whatever the rest of that name was. I tapped on it too quickly to actually read that. But I guess we're going there now. There's Talon Rock Third Terrain. Terrain is spelled R-A-N-E. Apparently there's something immediately to the south of here that I can't reach, or that I have not been able to reach. And I don't know if with my new nifty robot suit I'll actually be able to get there. Oh shoot, 'cause it's actually kind of a massive crapshoot trying to control your jumps, because you do jump higher, but I don't know, it feels like it's a little bit more like Castlevania jumps, to put it one way. It's like committed jumps. Okay, so right in front of me there should be something, some kind of probe. I should be able to reach or see or something. Maybe it's on that giant outcropping that's above me, but now that I climb up that outcropping, let's go over there and try to experiment, I guess, because I think this little plateau here is something that I wouldn't have been able to reach with without my robot suit, so it looks like we were able to like just stand on a lot more steep terrain than we were able to before. So that's something. I don't think we're gonna be able to climb up this thing all the way up to the top though, but can't blame a guy for trying. Maybe we are. Maybe it is that much of a bullshit advantage. Oh lord. Oh, something's happening. I don't think we're gonna be able to actually get all the way up, but we're already doing way better than I expected. Oh no. Oh. Oh lovely. Level 46 and it'll probably still destroy us even though we're in the robot suit, so let's use the increased mobility of the robot suit to escape a lot faster. See, it's a multi-layered advantage. So no, I get the feeling we're only gonna be able to get all the way up there when we actually have whatever the flight module is. So we could try to like stomp whatever the next plot mission. Wait, what? Oh, I guess we needed to get that. High accelerators, there we go. We're doing something without meaning to. Okay, let's try this again, but in a different part of the terrain. Like, let's go up to the top left of the map. Maybe there we'll be able to find and actually get somewhere. Ooh, well, let's come up to the left here and go. Let's just keep jumping like this and see where that gets us, I guess. I'm guessing that they made the terrain steep enough in a lot of these places specifically, so I couldn't do that over and over again and actually get places. Or actually made it convex, which, you know, it has the same effect. Right now we're getting somewhere. Now, would it be concave or convex for what I mean? Hold on, let's let Shinji get out of the robot for a second so that we can grab this. There we go. Right, maybe we'll be able to climb this though, based on the ridiculous robot physics that we've been seeing so far. Or maybe not. Maybe it's actually... Maybe they actually saw me doing that, and you would know. Sorry, but not this time. Or maybe I spoke too soon. Alright, here we go. I think we're about to get to a new probe site that we wouldn't have been able to reach otherwise. We can just, you know, make it to a stable enough point that we can actually get... Yep. I don't think I ever would have been able to get here without the robot, but now that... But now I do. Isn't it funny how things work out? Let's install the data probe. Let's see if we can get at least one more data probe, and then we'll probably try to wind it down. Because there is one more, I think, over there somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe it's in that little hole in the wall that steam is coming out of. I say steam even though most people would probably say smoke. I don't know why I want to assume that the more technical option is the one that's in effect right there, even though I have no reason to believe that concretely, but... Okay, let's take a step back, I guess. Let's go back here again. Keep on grabbing the shinies. Let's not even, you know, acknowledge the fact that there's probably monsters hiding in the among the flowers here, because I guess they're too. They're not actually gonna wake up because we're too high level. Even though we have had enemies that are like 10 levels below us, and that are camouflaged into the background, suddenly. What's the word? Suddenly like spring out and aggro for some reason, even though that doesn't really make any sense. Based on what I've seen of the, you know, aggro circumstances in this game so far. Which, to be fair, also kind of matches up with the aggro circumstances in Xenoblade 1. Look, we found more treasure. It's very, very small amount of money in the grand scheme of things, but it's still something. We could beat up this this Droll Soldat. I don't know if we've beaten up the Droll Soldat yet, so why not? Let's go with this. Alright, here's your melee attack. Beam damage. Oh, it's like a swipe. That was quite a bit of damage. Yeah, there we go. But sure, I gotta beat that guy, obviously, even without the suit. That's the thing. But let's see. Why do I get the feeling? Okay, I was gonna say, why do I get the feeling I'm going the wrong way, but. That's because I'm right. I am going the wrong way. Hold on. Let's try to get up on that land bridge. I think I vaguely recall there being something around maybe this part of the map, maybe a different kind of edge of the map where there was a land bridge that looked kind of like this, and it was yeah, it was policed by like stupidly high level enemies, like 40 something, and I guess we just bypassed it though with the robot. So the uses for this truly do know no bounds. I can kill things that I would have to fight at normal speed before, and I can also run away from things a lot faster. Jump around things. Oh. Okay, camera please, you're not helping me. The thing is, if I keep going here, and I don't know if I'm gonna be like at the right height. I think I'm seeing that red light over there is the beacon for the... Yeah, that is the beacon for the next thing that I'm trying to get to, which is the next probe thing. If I can get there, I'll be happy, but I guess I'm gonna get there. Okay. Ask can you shall receive. Yeah, this does look like one of the things that's straight up how the fuck would you get here without the robot suit. I don't even know if I have to leave, but... Mechanical 5, what? If such a thing exists, okay. Guess it didn't even matter anyway. We need to get some kind of extension on our fucking blade skills, because we made it to blade. We can only get to blade level 10, right? That's the thing. Which means we can only I thought theoretically we'd already maxed out our mechanical at 4, but you can also get biological and archaeological to those levels, but I guess I was incorrect. I guess I must have been, otherwise that would not say that. Well, this leaves me at a bit of a conundrum. I get any new uranium? I sure did, in the meantime, between, you know, the last time I spent it and now. Well, we can hop around the mountaintops all we want, but... Is that Noctilum on the other side? I think that's Noctilum on the other side. We can actually, like, move between areas this way, too. Ain't that something? Yeah, now we're in Noctilum. Well, let's see. While we're in, as long as we're in Noctilum, can I maybe try to get to a different, maybe here in the northwest, get to a different, or within the proximity of a different probe site that I haven't been able to get to yet, and see if I can get to it now. Only to find out that it's going to be the same story, and I need to mechanical 5 to actually be able to install the probe. I get the feeling that might actually become a bit of a trend now. That exploration with the robot suit is going to be a thing. Well, there's a probe beacon, isn't it? Yeah, that is a probe beacon. Looks like it's perfectly within reach. How come I wasn't able to find that before? Except it's too much of a dummy. Oh, we don't even need to get out of the suit to install that. We just can do it this way. Alright, we are now at 31.57% exploration for or survey rate for Noctilum. I don't remember if the place with like corrupted dark creatures was here, or if it was in might have been here actually, or if it was in Oblivia. I think it was here though. An iron Sinicula, that's level 47. I don't think we're gonna be able to kill that thing, so let's use our handy dandy robot suit to flee at remarkable speeds. Same with those guys over there. Oh yeah, I forgot we can do the vehicle. That's what the running is replaced with, but yeah, it's not really that easy to steer when you're doing that, so unless you're gonna go in along a straight line and you're planning to do that, probably better to stick to the regular bipedal mode, seems to me. I don't know, how shall I get up there, I wonder? How shall I get up to the top of the waterfall? There should be a way. It should theoretically be, you know, farther within reach now that we have the skill, but... Well, let's look into it briefly. Can we get back on land this way? We sure can. With the skill we can. I don't know how easy or difficult it's gonna be to climb the terrain, but I believe that we can do it. Start here. We can't just like do repeated jumps up the mountain this way, right? It's not like, God, what's a game where you can do that? I feel like I should. I feel like there's something in the back of my mind that applies to like keep on doing this shit over and over and just hitting jump every time you hit the wall, you can just keep going up. But I can't remember what specific game that would be. I really shouldn't have jumped down that way if I want to keep climbing, but I see a bunch of blue shinies and I can't help myself. I just realized I'm probably like in the middle of a prone camp right now. Drone Knight, cool, yeah. Didn't even realize that. And there's another one of those. I'm pretty sure we'll attack if we get close, because it's in that range. Actually, isn't this the place where we had to go to find the evil, corrupted creatures or what have you? I think it is. What if we try to go the other way with our... Oh. No, I didn't mean to go down here, but... Oh well. Can't really have a choice now. Hold on, let's go back to 210, which is apparently just south of here. This might take a bit of doing, but I believe. There's also a cave here. What's up with this cave? Now where am I going? I'm going to the west, the east. The east is where I'm going. Isn't this full of things that are... Well, not really, this malicious mephite. Apparently a little bit higher level than us, by which I mean like 6 levels. Oh. And that one actually managed to pick a fight. Decided to pick a fight, sure. I'll give this a try. This may actually be our last act for now. Alright, let's... Well, we can't give any heals right now, not in my giant robot suit. I lack the ability to do so at this time. It might actually be a good idea to, like, I don't know, go shopping for what you call it, for like more parts that can get you more skill arts. Alright, I'll strike with this now, I guess. I don't have the option to bind the enemies unless they're like giant class like me. Oh shit. Well, I will do this alone with my overpowered attack. Oh no, did I just aggro the other guy? Oh hell, god damn it. It's time to run away. Time to do big jumps so I can run away faster. There we go. Maybe we can like also power level this way, honestly. Like pick fights with enemies like that and just kind of try to bomb rush it. And get a lot of extra experience because it's technically beyond our level range that we should be fighting in. Let's see if they care, see if we care.
I don't think they'll let us walk away.
Well, I think I'll walk away anyway. I think I'm gonna use my incredible jumping skills to give them the middle finger, proverbially. Whilst I just skip away in total indifference, because I have the option to simply ignore all of their demands and exigencies. Hey, we're back here. Okay, so I want to get on top of this land and not past it, but I failed again because that's, much like last time, that's way thinner than I thought it was going to be. Hold on. Let's do one more effort to get up to the no, cliffside. I suppose, and that inevitably fails. Oh, we actually have to turn around to... Go back this way. I know. This just happened. We don't actually have to take heed of that. You should know this. I mean, do we have to go up there and go around? I guess so. So we can, you know, take to the high ground again. Okay, so this time, instead of jumping in that direction, let's jump in this direction. Let's try to jump and then gently nudge or some. Kind of works. Hold on. Nope. It's either a gentle nudge or it's just a complete push. Alright, come on. I keep saying it's the last time, but with every attempt I get more and more convinced that it's possible. Or at least I get closer to being able to determine definitely whether or not it is possible. Now let's see, what if I try a different approach here, just like go around the edge, instead of going further in.
I don't think they'll let us walk away.
This will help me get there faster. Right, so what if we don't go all the way over to that edge actually? What if we stick to like this part? I don't think that will work, that's the thing. This little plateau here is key, I think. So we can propel ourselves when we're stepping under for a second, even if we don't actually have a firm planting on the ground there. Hold on. Oh, now it's raining. I can't believe it. My robot suit's gonna get rusty. I literally don't care that I'm there if I just jump over them. Okay, so yeah, here's the problem. I could actually step on this little outcropping on this part of the cliffside, but doesn't actually look like I can get any better footholds until I get to the edge here. This is like my one chance, so hold on. It does take like a bit to turn, so let's see that I... especially if I'm in the air, that's the thing. Why can't this be like Demon X Machina, where I can... I say that like I know anything about Demon X Machina. Okay, you know what, I think that was the best jump I could have done. And it still didn't work, but... So I think that's basically me admitting defeat there. I'm pretty sure that even if that did work, it would just put me on like the other side. I can't actually like reliably skip along the tops of the cliffs, I don't think, like I could in Primordia, so... Guess I better admit defeat there. But hey, we completed our scale test and now we're able to do giant robot shenanigans. Let's go back to Armory Alley actually. And spend some more of this uranium that we have. So I wonder, can you like see the total scale fuel that you have when you're not in the scale? Because need a mech mountain goat here. Right now it's 7349.22. Okay, yeah, you can. It apparently recovers at the same rate that it, maybe a little bit faster actually than it depletes when you're in battle. Now let's manage the AMs and give some more. Oh, we got something from Meredith. I guess that's because that's the one that That's the stuff that we put on the scale. Alright, so just give these guys everything. To level 3. And now we'll get the rest of this to the other dudes. Not quite sure what it is that we have gotten from the Nopon manufacturers so far, but sure.
As for Blade,
There we go. So we can pick up another plot mission once we go back into the game next time, which ideally should be tomorrow, I don't know. Keep saying things will be soon, and then I completely fail to do things in a way that actually allows me to deliver, but I don't want to look at the gamepad menu, actually I would want to look at the I don't know, missions menu. A bunch of side stuff that we can do, but we can also do a bunch of well, we can do all these optional stuff is pretty sure the first thing I said. We can also do the actual plot thing that we're supposed to do, which I think will be what I will do next time. Oh well. Like maybe these basic missions would actually be a good idea to do off-screen, because I don't think there's any real stakes associated with them plot-wise. What's the optional mission here? It's with... is it with HP? No, it's with Yelv. Which we apparently will be able to do, we would be able to do now, if we wanted, but maybe not. Let's see, can we... Went for brass suits in Primordial Seas. A lot of these seem like they would be very easy, and I'm like kind of over leveled for them. And then there's ones that just have you finding stuff that I already have, so let's just I guess accept a few of those so we can get some free stuff, some free experience or whatever. Immediately. I'd increase my affinity with these people, I don't know. What does my affinity even look like now? Let's see. It's a bit I don't know, it's what? It's full, so probably take her out of the party if not for except for like what do you call it, for essential missions, plot missions. What about Lau? Where is he in this? There he is. 2.5, which is, you know, halfway to full, and I'm guessing that for all the other ones it's gonna be really low, like 1 heart max, basically. Maybe not even that. I barely remember that dude. This guy I've been avoiding on purpose, if I recall. And this guy, yeah, a bunch of these dudes are just like... I'm actually able to recruit these guys, that's surprising. I'm not that Yelv. Oh well. Yeah, look at this guy. I guess I did, and it didn't make a difference at all. And I wonder what the best way to grind player affinity in this is going to, or character affinity actually, in this game is going to turn out to be, because I do remember that in Xenoblade 1 it's doing the friggin' the boss and the mini-boss in the Earthsea. Yeah, that just like gives you repeated sleep stuff and you can just keep pushing your teammates out of it, and that's how you grind it, but... for this one, I don't know. Just kind of watching my skill fuel keep going up. I don't know what the actual maximum is. I think it's like 25,7425. So I guess we're gonna wait for that to go all the way up, and then I will initiate the actual ending thing, but yeah, this has been my return to Xenoblade X, something that I guess I have a substantially or I guess marginally better excuse to try and convince myself. I think it's higher than 7425 actually, now that I think about it, but maybe not, but guess we're gonna find out in just a second here. I don't think it stops at a natural number either. I think that's thing 2. It stops at a sort of random decimals number. Maybe it's in the 7430 range. Well, but anyway, yeah, we now have an excuse to a more explicit excuse to play more of this off screen, which is the basic missions. But who knows if I'll actually ever follow up on that. But this stream has only been about 3.5 hours, which is kind of on the short side for me, but I kind of started this like later than I meant to anyway, and I do need to run a few errands still, so and I do have some food waiting for me right now before I go to run those errands, so I'll be calling it for now. I'm still waiting for the skill fuel to fill up. I can't possibly end before that happens. But I will tell you what, since this is technically an extraordinary time for me to be ending, let's also give me an opening to find someone else to look at. Boy.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Did you know that I've been doing French and Duolingo for the last several weeks, and if you go to the comments for clarification of certain exercises and make a reasonable suggestions, there's a bunch of really pedantic people in there that think that language is a monolithic thing, and interpretation is not a thing that exists. Just a fun fact for you, but anyway, how is this scale fuel not filled up yet? Jesus. Okay, if it gets to 7,500 and it still hasn't filled up, then I will go into the menu and try to figure out what the actual maximum is. But yeah, well, it's live right now. I see a few people. I guess there's one person that I have in mind that I could probably raid after this, but can't possibly do that when the scale fuel isn't filled up all the way. Come on. 98, 99, 7,500, okay. 7,501, it's still not full. Can I look at my scales here? Scale gear. Yeah, that one. What's the fuel cap for that one? 7,650, okay, well, now we know. Okay, I guess we won't actually wait for that then, because that would be another 150, so I will just save. I guess we'll do a little bit of a out-of-scale action, or just exploration when we're come back to the game, but there you go. Pretty sure there's a way to do that faster, like fill it up faster with Miranium, but maybe in the post-game when we have like maxed out all the arms manufacturers and we don't need that for anything else. I'll do that, but right now we'll continue to be stingy with my resources. I will also continue to have this running, I guess, as I play the move to this screen. Okay, good, that's still there. The capture card source in the background so that it can you can keep hearing the music from the game as it ends, and ending it is. And yeah, like I said, I would ideally like to do another kind of early-ish stream like this again tomorrow, but depending on a number of factors, we'll see how that goes. I might not. I hypothetically attempt to do it on Sunday if I can tomorrow, but as with all else, we'll see if that manages to materialize or not. But for now, why don't I go ahead and send you folks over to Senator, who is alive, well, hopefully, and also live right now. He does a lot of retro streams. It's generally pretty chill. He's been doing like an Omega game series recently. And incidentally, it hasn't even hit 7,550 yet, so probably will allow it to fill up, but I'm gonna make you use or see the whole thing. But yeah, like I said, I'll like to be back tomorrow, and if not on Sunday, but we'll see how that goes. If nothing else, I will try my darndest to be back on Monday at least, so I can actually start the FF7 thing. Not FF7 remake, not that no one here would be suspecting that, but Dirge of Cerberus. For FF7 remake, I'm honestly just gonna end up waiting until that comes out on PC, but we'll see, but yeah. We'll take it easy. Thank you everybody for coming like always. Thanks for chatting. Always great whenever people chat. And thanks to the folks who dropped by and dropped a follow too. And I will see you later.